Arts. My name is Hyla and I'm the Executive Director. And we're so glad that you could join us for our Arts Center Live today. I know you usually expect us on a Tuesday or a Thursday, but unfortunately our interviews for Tuesday and Thursday were not able to join us, but we are really fortunate to have a very special artist with us today on a Wednesday. And that artist's name is Sasha Singh, and her work right now is in our Petite gallery. Sasha, welcome. Good to see you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, we are very excited to have such a young and talented artist in our Petite gallery this month, and that you could join us to talk with us a little bit about your exhibition and about who you are as an artist. I have one of the pieces that's featured in your exhibition. Can you tell us a little bit about this piece?
Sure. So this one is actually my favorite of all the pieces. It's pretty recent too. So I called her the Buddhist, and she was inspired by the goddess Tara, the green goddess Tara. So it's pretty much the female version of a Buddha. And I really wanted to capture the essence of a woman and the femininity and the strength and the glitter and the gold and the joy of being a woman here.
And if you can't tell on the camera, I will tell you there is a lot that sparkles and shines on this piece, which of course makes it my favorite as well too. You can never have enough glitter.
I love glitter in all my work. If I could add more glitter, nobody could stop me. So
that's why I love your work. You do work with a really bright, really vibrant palette. Talk to us a little bit. We can't show everybody all the pieces because, of course, we want everybody to come on down to the Marco Island Center for the Arts, 1010 Winterberry Drive on Marco Island, and check out this exhibition for yourself. But Sasha, tell me a few more things about your exhibition, what people can look for, some of the other pieces.
So first thing that you'll notice when you walk in is a really impactful color palette. I love color. It's no denial there. So when I was painting the pieces that you'll see in my exhibition, I really wanted people to see that about myself and the things that I'm passionate about. So that being color. And then I have most of the subjects there are animals as well. So animals is another thing that I love to paint, and it's another thing I'm passionate about sharing.
And the animals you're painting, this isn't people's cats and dogs. These are sort of wild animals and animals that, when I go in there, there's a peacock and there's, wild felines. There's something that sort of speaks to the spirit of these animals when you're looking at things in these really bright pinks and greens and almost, fluorescent at times. It's such a treat. It brings so much joy to the person, so much light to somebody's eyes. So there are several animals as well. Here, with choosing something like something inspired by Buddha, talk to me a little bit about why you are going with sort of cultural connections in your work, why that is something that inspires you.
So I was born in Guyana, South America. This is a country that not many people know about or hear of. A lot of people confuse me for being Hispanic. So I'm actually West Indian. My great-grandparents came from India to Guyana. So my culture is Indian. And that I definitely try to put inside my artwork. You'll see I have a tiger in there. I have a peacock. You'll see an elephant. Those things are native to India. And whenever I meditate, because I'm a big practitioner of that as well, you'll see my Buddhas, which back to that. These are just pieces of me and the things that I want to express. So when people see my art and they think art by Sasha Singh, they're getting that cultural piece as well. I want to bring recognition to that. And I think that's unique.
It is beautiful. And again, I know that I saw your work several years ago here because you did participate in an event. If I'm not incorrect, it was our teeny event. where we were seeing your work, and it was that event was really fun because we did have some new artists, and the work was so vibrant that I'm really excited that we were able to get you back here and have an exhibition of your work alone that could be with us a little longer, because it's something that's really special. And I love the fact that you're putting a piece of you into this work, that this really speaks from your heart, from your soul, and you can feel it when you look at the work. Now, let's talk a little bit about you as an artist and sort of your journey to become an artist. What's been your training?
So I really pride myself in being a self-taught artist. So I went to school for graphic design. That's what I have a bachelor's degree in. But while I was going to school and when I had my first full-time job, every night I would come home and I would paint starting from even 12 at night all the way till 3 in the morning. And just I actually, in school, during high school and before I started college, I didn't like to paint. I thought it was something that was too hard. I didn't connect with it. I never gravitated towards it. So I think it's quite funny that now that's one of my favorite things and that's what I love to do. I think it just had to grow on me. So definitely I'm a self-taught artist in that aspect, but I'm always looking at inspiration. I'm always on the internet, teaching myself even through YouTube, certain skills, certain techniques. So that's how I teach myself.
Wow. But you do have a background. I mean, obviously graphic design it's an art in itself, how you are, and you're using that in your professional life. And who knows, one day your whole life may be your fine art. Now, what medium are we working in here? I think I know, but I just want to check.
Sure. So all those paintings you see there are acrylic.
Okay.
To me, I've dabbled with oil, but I'll be honest, I'm not that patient. So when it comes to the layers drying and things like that, I love using the medium of acrylic because it dries very fast. You get to layer it. I can throw glitter in that. It'll seal it right up. The glitter won't fall out. And I love that I can mix any color. Like there's neon colors that come in acrylic paint that I've just been, as you can see, I've been having so much fun with.
I have to say, I like those a lot too. I have a set of those at home myself, actually, and have used them along with, you can actually get some paint that has glitter right in it, and you can paint with glitter paint, which can be, I think, a lot of fun because, again, you can never have enough glitter. We all need to make sure our sparkle shines. Well, what I want to also know is who or what has been a major influence in your artwork and your artistic development?
Sure. So before I became a mother, I would say the biggest impact on my art was myself and feeling like I could challenge myself and I could take something that I didn't really like before, I didn't really know anything about, and grow through it and blossom through it and find a passion in painting that I did. But as I've become a mother, my daughter's now 15 months old. She definitely inspires me every day to keep pushing those boundaries that I might have in place and work hard. And she's definitely my inspiration. And there's one painting in the gallery right now, and I'll let you guys guess which one. That's definitely inspired by her. And it'll be a fun game to see if anyone can figure out which one it is.
I'm going to go back down to the gallery now because I've got to actually think about which one it might be as I look around. That's lovely. Now, is your daughter artistic like her mom? Does the apple not fall far from the tree? Do you get out some paints with her and let her explore her artistic sensibilities?
So I haven't yet given her paint because I'm afraid she might eat it, but she does play with her food and loves to paint with her avocados or with her blueberries. She'll smush stuff up. But I definitely see a load of myself in my daughter. And even though she looks like 99% like her father. I think she took my personality. So we'll see. I'm excited to see the person that she'll become.
Oh, well, I was about to say, you can create great beauty here on the wall, but having had the pleasure of meeting your little one, who I just adore, that is probably one of the greatest works of art you will ever create in your entire lifetime. I normally would wrap it up here, but I just want to point out, you actually are in a home studio that you work in. Is that correct?
Yes. So my husband and I, we don't use our garage for cars. We put an AC in here. We put up a little drywall, and this is actually my studio. So it's really nice that I can be messy in here. I can get glitter everywhere, and if it goes on the floor, I don't have to worry about messing up my house.
I happen to know that, especially during the last year when people weren't able to go out as much, I know a lot of artists who have converted garages and little sheds in the back and whatever they could do into their own studios so that they had a place to work and create. So it is lovely. And Sasha, it has been such a pleasure speaking with you, and we feel so privileged to have your work here at the Art Center. As everybody knows, Marco Island Center for the Arts is an art center. We're not a museum, and Sasha's work is for sale in our La Petite gallery, so please come down. I know that we have a lot of new people who have moved to the area, and I know that there are walls that need to be adorned with beauty, and I know that her work would really brighten up anybody's home. So Sasha, I want to thank you. To my friends out there, we here at the Art Center are getting ready to have a busy summer. A few things that should be on your radar. We are offering summer workshops for children ages 5 to 13. Several of them have already filled up, so if you have somebody in that age group who might be interested in a visual arts class or a class that may involve visual and performing arts, we have one that's going to be playwriting, where you then create your sort of cartoony set and then there's performance with it. We have a class that will take you in one full week through 50 years of art. We'll be looking at a different artist each day and creating artwork inspired by that style. For some of our little ones, we're going to have the opportunity to make your own little miniature art gallery or museum. And we also, for younger children, are going to have our Story Makers Lab, where they're going to create stories that we'll be filming. They'll be creating little characters, and it will be something that we do digitally. So we have some great programs. As I said, some of them I now know are filled up. And, oh, wait. Did I mention the best part about children's programs at Marco Island Center for the Arts this summer? They're free. There is no cost for any of our children's programs. We are so grateful to the individuals and organizations that we'll talk more about that have been generous to underwrite all of our summer programs for children. Here at the Art Center, we want our programs for people 5 to 18 to be open and accessible, and cost will not be a barrier. So if you're looking for something for your kids, I know your little one's just a little too young, but in a few years we'll have her down here taking classes. That's something you might want to check out on our website, www.marcoislandart.org, or give us a call, the number here, 239-394-4221. Few new additions on our calendar. We will be having country line dancing classes for 4 weeks here in the end of June, beginning of July. It will culminate in a country line dancing social here at the Art Center that'll be open to the general public. So there's information about that on our website. And we've just added a new artist talk, which is going to take place on July 15th with artist Stephen McGuire, a former federal judge, coming to us, now retired from our nation's capital in D.C. It is a political thriller, Prior Restraint, and it's going to be a very interesting evening as he talks to us about the book, the inspiration behind it, and we'll have a chance for question and answers, and you can pick up a book and get it signed by the author. So, Sasha, one last time, I want to thank you You know that having come to us, having brought your work to us, you now are an important member of our Art Center family, as is your daughter and your husband, and all your friends you brought for the opening. My friends out there, whether you're here on Marco, whether you haven't come down or you've traveled back north, please know that we think of all of you as family, and we strive every day to be what? Your art home. Everybody have a great afternoon. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.